Hello, welcome, and good afternoon. Myself, Shomitra Dev Burman. I'm a student of B.Ed second year, and I'm from Shiliguri Torai B.Ed College, that is in Khoribari. So, my method, and most importantly, my method paper is English. And today, I'm here to discuss, to analyze a poetry. The poetry that I have chosen because that's my favorite poetry, and I really enjoy it while I just go through this, or and I just take it inside. So, and the name of the poetry that I'm just talking about is "Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening." And so, this poetry, "Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening," that is written by an American poet, Robert Frost, and this poetry has been written in 1922, but that was published in 1923. So this poetry is all about the speaker, the author or the narrator, that means the poet who has written this poetry. So one day he was passing through a forest that was very much deep, that was very much dense and thick, and most importantly that was at the night. Night means that was night. That was the time between the night and the evening. So that moment he was riding the horse, his own horse, and he was passing through the forest. So while he was just passing through the forest at that certain point of time, he just witnessed. So the snow was falling over the forest, so and it looked really beautiful, so he was bound to stop there to stare at the forest or the woods, because that was really amazing. I mean, that was very much enchanting. If anybody would be there, so they would be very much enchanted, fascinated by the beauty, by the splendid beauty of the nature. So similarly, he also stopped there along with his horse. He just stopped his horse and tried to stare at the woods that was very much thick and dense. So at that moment, the horse that he was riding, he was ringing the bells that was tied around his harness. So probably the horse was thinking of that it was a blunder, it was a mistake, because there around the forest there was no sign of civilization here. So he was giving the signals to the poet that why did you stop here. And in the first stanza, when we just try to read the poetry, then we will see that he was very much thoughtful and he wanted to know that who is the owner of this property, I mean the forest, who is the owner. And in the second line, it is he tried to convey there that probably he was living in the village and that is very much far off these woods or the forest. And in the poetry we also came to know, we also came across that there is an implicit contradiction or the contrast between the nature and the society. And we also came across there is a basic difference between the personal choice or the personal desire versus the social obligations. So we can see that on the other hand, he was very much interested, he was very much keen to enjoy the beauty of the nature, but on the other side he was also having several thoughts that was completely related to the obligations, to the responsibilities that he just got, that and he was also talking about some promises to keep. In the last stanza of the poetry, we will find that if you just read the poetry, because I have gone through this several times. When I was in the probably 11 or the 12th standard, I just read the poem. So I really like it. I'm very much into it, you can say that. So he was also describing the experiences that he felt just stopping by the woods on a snowy evening along with his horse. And at that point of time, the horse and the poet were only surrounded by the deep and the dense forest and the downy flake. So, and because that was very much far of the village, far of the habitation, far of the civilization, there was no sign of any people, because normally, because the time when he was like passing through, that was an evening time. So at that point of time, normally or they generally no people, or like the common people like us, we don't visit any forest or woods like that. And he was passing through the forest, and probably he was going to his own destination, going to his own residences. So, and in the middle he just stopped there to and it was an accidental meeting, it was an accidental confrontation with the woods, with the forest, that he just witnessed there. And that was that was why he probably he just thought that it would be fair enough, it would be very much nice enough to what should I say, to share his personal experiences, to through his writing or through his creations. So that's why he just did that. And in the last stanza of the poetry, there is a very important message that he had given, is he was talking about some responsibilities, some obligations. So in the poetry, if you try to get into the poetry, if you try to understand the comprehend the inner meaning of the poetry, you will find that there is a simple connection between the hesitation and the choice, and his choice. That means he was enjoying, he was what should I say, that he was what should I say, that he was like enjoying the beauty, but simultaneously, whereas on the other side he was having some ideas that that were pushing him, that was pricking him, that you should move on, or you should move further, because you have some another obligations or the responsibilities to be done. So this is how I just try to analyze the entire poetry. And because I just thought that it would be very much nice, it would be very much fair if I try to analyze this poetry. And I'm sure if you just read it, or if anybody reads it, that will be so much joyful and playful. So thank you so much, and that is for now.